Hi, this is Executive Senior Sales Director Carol Thompson coming to you from Canada to talk to you about your 5 basic needs. And really, the reason I wanted you to know these is because when you go to look at motivation and what will inspire you to meet your big goals before seminar or your big goals for past seminar, then really what you have to do is you have to decide what makes you tick. And you've heard this in a lot of different ways, right? You've heard this as find your why or anything else, and this is just a different way. I really am a big believer in this because if you don't find what makes you tick, you won't get I guess. You won't get ticked. You won't wind. You won't work. And if you really are not tapped into who you are as a person and you don't let your own freak flag fly and you don't yet your own figure your own things out, you won't get anywhere. So you basically go across the columns and you rate each one across the row. So out of column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which one out of those 5 options is the most you? And then which one is the least you? So the most you gets a 5 and the least you gets a 1. So I'll let you just kind of take a look at this. So just pause the video and do this quiz and then I'll come back. Right? Ready? So now that you've done that, total up your columns and figure out which one is the one that is the most. Now, before I continue, I really want you to know that any of these is A, good, and B, you are going to be all of these things. Okay? There aren't very many people that are like all one or all the other. No, I mean, you will have one that is strongest, or you'll be like me and have 2 that are tied. That's fine. I'm also a completely tied DI. So you do what makes you work, okay? So DISC is going to be linked to this in some way and you'll see how this works. So if you were column number 1, so that means that you are confident, competent, record breaker, recognition results, loves to lead, moves quickly, decision maker, exercises their talents, self-motivated, loves a challenge, loves to influence. Sound like anyone you know? Me. It's one of mine for sure. So if you are that, then here's what you are going to be looking at when you're realizing these goals. So you're going to collect evidence to support your achievement. So one of the things is that you won't like just getting the achievement. You'll like to save your ribbons. You'll save your career conference badges, your seminar bling badges. You love to be challenged, and you usually have your mind on the second challenge before you finish the first. You must be your own best and you must own your own record, whatever it is. You can go from 0 to hero overnight. That's a huge thing. So I want you to think of this not only for you, but also for potential team members or team members that are on your team. Some of your people are going to hit the ground running, and that's okay. These are your ready right now, go, go, go kind of girls, and they're going to be a little bit harder for you if you're not this, to give them challenges that they're going to be able to. So a power and achievement person is not driven by excellence, but by the scoreboard. So the reason that a power and achievement person might not be super successful is they may be in a national area where they're the number 1 director and they don't have to do much to be the number 1 director. They can get stagnant there because they're like, I'm number 1, doesn't matter. And then they have to find a bigger pond to be number 1 in if that is still what's going to make them tick. They also will be the person in school that will, as long as they're getting the highest grades, it's not like they just want to keep getting better. It's like they just want the highest grades, and that's okay. They want their own individual accolades within the team, so they will be team players, but they want to be very much recognized for the contribution that they've made. And they always do more than they're expected to do, mostly because they want that recognition for doing it. So they really do want you to be shocked when they submit more than they said they were going to, or when they do things faster. The danger for a power and achievement person is when you're not being fed enough goals. So if you're leading a power and achievement person and you're not giving them a big enough goal to hit, that's going to be an issue for them. They only have 2 speeds, on or off. So if you're giving them daily steps and daily things like you think you need to do for safety, then that's not going to work. They are only going or they're not going. So you have to give them something they can run for. And if they're not finding power and achievement within Mary Kay, they will quit. Absolutely. So if they're not winning, they're losing. And so your job is to help them find a win. And if it's you, then your job is to motivate yourself to find the win. Your job is to find that win within yourself, even if it's small wins, even if it's beating your best. That is a huge thing for a power and achievement person, is to set their own goals so that they're beating their own best goals. If you are the column number 2, then your main focus is on love and belonging. Now, you're going to find that quite a large percentage of your Mary Kay team is love and belonging. They are all about the smile and acceptance. They are natural connectors of people. They're the people who naturally will like come in the room and make sure that that person is taken care of and that person is taken care of. They are nurturers. They always want to create a place where everyone's included and everybody's loved. However, they will also bring in everybody and they will rescue everybody. So in them, it's all about the sisterhood of Mary Kay. They are great at being part of this sisterhood of what we are. And that's why they're attracted to who we are, because it's a huge part of what we do is love and belonging. That's what we are. So it's great because they're going to find a very safe place to live within this. Now, they're warm and friendly. They always want to make sure everybody's happy. They're the light bulb in the room that everybody wants to be around. The danger is working with people who don't want to work. So if you're leading those people and you are this person, you'll work with people who don't want to work and you'll hold on to them even though they don't actually want more. The challenge is learning when to let go and when to lead. And you can become emotionally bankrupt because you're so busy putting everything into others instead of working on yourself. So if this is you, part of what your job will be is working on your own self-improvement, because we're so busy trying to help improve everyone else that you would not be helping to improve yourself in that process. Love and belonging, if this is you and this is what you're driven for, then, and if you still want to advance in your business, then you're going to look at how can I be loved and belong part of something bigger, right? So for me, this is a huge motivator for me because I want to be part of the national group and I wanted to be part of the top director group. And now that I am, then it's like now I want to be part, do you see? So I want to belong to a different level of people. And that's okay. So that's going to make me tick in lots of different ways. And if I can't find a motivator, that will motivate me. It's as well when we have things like career conference luncheon and exclusive events that love and belonging people will not want to be left out. Then we have freedom and choice. Now, freedom and choice people are the first people to question a lot of the different structures within our company. So they are people that want their own autonomy. They are get out of the way and let me just do it kind of people. And they're great because they don't require a lot from you if you're leading them. But if you're one of those people, you still have to be led by something. The danger with being one of the people that does question everything is that when you're within a structure like Mary Kay, then you might have a hard time to understand that we do have structures and we do have certain rules and that you can't deviate from those. That will be difficult for you. So really your goal is to just, this is a huge one for me. So whenever I got my inner rebel coming out that said I can do that better or I can try it a different way, I started to say, you know what, I'm going to trust the leaders I have in front of me, and when I've passed them, I'll do something a different way. The way I fulfill my freedom and choice love is that I love to follow procedures that allow me to be creative. And one of the things I love about Mary Kay is it does allow me a lot of creativity within a structure. So for these people, when I'm talking to somebody who's a freedom and choice, I always say Mary Kay is like a sonnet. So sonnet is a specific poem structure with a specific number of lines and a specific iambic pentameter, all of those things. Now I do have 2 English degrees, so it's part of my nature to compare it this way. And when you're within that structure, though, you can say whatever you want. So for me, in freedom and choice, and for a lot of people, they will be creative leaders. They will be the people who come up with new and interesting and innovative ideas. They won't be the ones that say, we always do it this way, so let's keep doing it this way. They will be the ones that change things. However, the danger is that they might spend too much time going in circles or reinventing the wheel. And you could waste time being a rebel and looking for a different way. So you have to find a healthy balance for you to motivate yourself. And one of the motivators for you might be that you don't want to be told what to do by your director anymore, so you want to be a director. Or you don't want to be told what to do by your national, so you want to be a national. That can be important too. And you can allow that to motivate you. Number 4 is safety and security. Now, these people are going to be about half of your unit. Half. And there will be half the people that are attracted to Mary Kay because we do offer a very safe and secure option for somebody to run their own business without the risks of getting a $200,000 loan and starting a company on their own. They get to be within the confines of that safety. So the thing that last category rebelled against, the safety and security will love. See the difference? But if you're focused on all, you have to know what makes you tick. So safety and security loves order. They need a system. They love to follow step 1, step 2, step 3, like stair steps. They're process-driven people. They're compliant, and they need to have things flow a certain way. They do not like change, and it will freeze them. They want consistency. They are motivated by consistency challenges. Like, just do this same thing every month and you'll get a prize. That's what they're motivated by. They can depend on them. You can depend on them because they like routine and they're very safe and structured. So they're going to show up to every training you do. They are very kind, very loving, very safe to be with. They need to know all the answers to all the questions. They can always be counted on. But they're challenged when it comes to change. So for an S personality or a safety and security personality, your focus can't be on power and achievement if you want to achieve things. It has to be on the security that comes with that power and achievement, on the bank account that you're going to create, on the safer vehicle you're going to earn, even on the diamond rings that we earn. The fact that this diamond ring, if I needed money, I could get money with this. That's a huge thing for safety and security. All right, so a safety and security person is motivated by that. And they have to do things like where they're going to motivate and reward themselves for doing daily tasks. A safety and security person will love the 6 most important things list. They will love a daily schedule and a daily task. And if they're not getting that, then their needs aren't being filled. So if everything changes all the time on a safety and security, they're being torn into chaos. And what will happen is that a safety and security person will generally meet a different career path level and then freeze. They're the ones who become directors and freeze, become red jackets and then freeze, become nationals and then freeze. It happens. So we really have to figure out what's going to make them feel safe in the next level of achievement. Then we get to 5, fun and pleasure. And this is a huge motivator for me. These people are the laugh, not the smile. They are the life of the party. They'll do a 6-hour skincare class just so they can be having fun. They're awesome that way. They want to participate, but they can be disruptive at meetings. They want to talk. They want to have fun. When they talk about seminar, they talk about the fun. They talk about the parties. They talk about the ball gowns, all of those things. That's a huge deal for them. They love people and they're energy givers. They're not as much about the recognition as the fun. So it's not about did you earn the trip or whatever, but did you have fun in that earning process? So they're motivated by a party. They bring out the best in others. That is their main focus and their main desire. The danger for this personality is fun and pleasure, and often this is going to be your I personality as well as love and belonging, is that they will lose focus. Okay, and they won't give people enough structure when they are leading them. So they will find that they're not good at getting back to the safety and security part of it. And this was a major challenge for me. So a lot of people will say to me, well, you have to, in order to be a director or a top director, you need to be about power and achievement, and that's not true. A power and achievement director needs to learn how to do all these other things, because when you're leading a team, you need to learn to be able to appeal to all of these different people. When you're leading yourself, you only need to know how to lead yourself. So for me, the motivator to become Queen of Canada was the fact that I would be able to influence the company, the fact that I would be able to do videos like this and share it and not feel like, who would listen to me? That's really important to me. And that was a major motivator for me. And that's okay. Gloria Mayfield Banks says, discover what makes you tick and then don't apologize for it. It's really important that you know who you are and that it's okay to be who you are and not anyone else. So when you really are looking at your new and key people, I want you to do this quiz with them. So when you're recruiting, get them to do this quiz and figure out which one they are. Not because you need to manipulate them, but because you want to relate to them and really understand who they are as people. That's so important. And when you know that, then you know yourself. You will be a more powerful leader of yourself and of other women, because it's so important that when a leader improves, everyone improves. That's Kristen Sharp. When a leader improves, everybody improves. And it's so true. When you discover what makes you tick and you work with what makes you tick, then you're going to get all the rest of these things. So let's recap. Let's say you want a Cadillac. A power and achievement person will want a Cadillac and will be driven by the Cadillac because of the status symbol of driving a pink car. Because then everyone will know that they're successful wherever they go. That will be a big deal. It will also be that they will be able to influence people to do the same thing. That will be a big part of that when they drive that pink car, everyone sees it, and then more people will decide that they want to be part of this company. That's huge. All right? When we get to the love and belonging people, it's to be part of a Cadillac club. It's to be part of those people, and their unit will be motivated by the fact that they get that special seating, that exclusive area to sit at seminar, the front row lineups, that all of that. Love and belonging means that they want to create a place of joy and inclusion, and they will be the people that will be like, come for a ride. That will be a big deal for me, for people. So for me, that was a huge thing. When I earned my Cadillac, was like, who could I take with me in the car? And I couldn't think, oh, well, it was safer to drive. No, that wasn't my thing. But it will be for some people, and that's okay. Freedom and choice, they might like the cash. A freedom and choice person might not take the car because they don't like to be told what to do. So they may take the $1,200 a month cash, and that's okay too. They also might really like the freedom and choice of being able to be a Cadillac driver, which equals the extra income of being a Cadillac driver when you're earning a six-figure salary and you can say, let's go here, let's do whatever we want. And also, they will really like that being a Cadillac driver will give them the opportunity to deviate from the norm and say, well, you can disagree with me, but I'm a Cadillac driver. And they'll like to create different things and be more creative. I know that for me, earning my Cadillac gave me some more creative options because I felt like I deserved to deviate, if that makes any sense, because I had reached that pinnacle of success. The safety and security people will be motivated by the safety and security of a large unit. They will not be as motivated by the car, except for the fact that that car is taken care of and payment-wise, that it's leased for them, all of those things. But in that, all of the cars are like that. They will love that in a larger unit, their income is very predictable. That's huge for a safety and security person, that they can depend on that income every month, that it won't go as up and down as it can when you're first building. They will be very excited that their unit will reach that level of success that will make them safe, and they will feel like because they've reached the Cadillac status that will make them like not feel so precarious in the journey. And then we get our fun and pleasure, who will love the Cadillac March on stage, bringing their unit on stage. For me, that was a huge motivator, like huge. All I could think about was bringing my unit on stage at seminar. Why? Because I love to have fun. And if I'm not having fun, I'm not doing anything. And so for me, I wanted to bring my unit on stage. I wanted to do that Cadillac March. It motivated me more than anything else did. It also will be about the fact that wherever you go, you bring the party with you because you have a separate special vehicle that people notice and that they're with together. It will gather people just by being in a pink car. I know whenever I'm in the parking lot, people just kind of flock to me, and I like that. So for me, the fun and pleasure is there. They're going to love that they're going to be part of that exclusive kind of club of people having a good time with the Cadillac. Do you see how you're going to motivate yourself? You can make all of these big goals and all of these big things, but if you don't know who you are, you might not get them. So understand yourself, and I know that you will reach your vision and your goals. Have a great night.